Alrighty, traders, this is Blake Morrow. You are listening to the week ahead video for May 9th, 2021. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Now, before I get started, I need to say a couple things. If you like this video and you enjoy seeing my face, I know it's weird, maybe, give us a thumbs up. Like the video down below, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the video as well so you get all of our, great interviews that we do throughout the week. Don't forget to do that. Yeah, if you feel that these videos help you a lot, give us a thumbs up. It really does make me feel good, and it makes the team that works around the clock, even on the weekends, it makes them feel really good that they're providing some quality analysis and benefit to you guys at home. So thank you. I appreciate that. Let's also talk about ForexAnalytix, the platform. Guys, if you have not had an opportunity to try out ForexAnalytix, it's only $1 for 10 days. Only $1 for 10 days. Make sure you download the mobile app. You can do that right down here, and it'll take you right to the App Store or the Google Play Store. Also, if you want to learn how to get ForexAnalytix for free, visit the ForexAnalytix sponsored page. If you're outside the US or Canada, okay, you could go to Pepperstone Securities. You open your account right here, and you get 2 months free, and then another 2 months I think you have to trade 50,000 in currency. That's pretty easy to do. I think most of you guys will do that in like a day. Then if you go a little bit lower, and if you live in the US or Canada, you should be getting cashback rebates. Visit Forest Park FX. They'll help you out how to do that. And if you see right down here at the bottom, you can chat with them on Skype. You can email them. They'll address that email. Okay, let's talk about this last week, and let's talk about what happened. Well, actually, you know what? Before I even go into that, and I talk about the jobs report on Friday, I had Dogecoin up. You guys know that now after you see this, Elon Musk will have already done his skit on Saturday Night Live. A lot of people that own this Dogecoin, Dogcoin, they are expecting Elon Musk to mention it, and then you might get a spike higher. You have to think about the general public. Most people, in the investment community, people have been hot on cryptos for a long time, but really the average person, they haven't. So you might actually see a little bit of buy the rumor, sell the news here, because you might actually get a lot of people that aren't even aware of cryptocurrencies or the popularity of them in the investment community. You might get a surge in buying, and then I would be careful that you find some selling right after that. So that would be my expectation. This could actually be a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. And it's just something to keep in mind. Also to keep in mind, Ethereum's at 3,800. Sorry, didn't mean to freak you guys out. For those of you guys if you're short, you're like, what? No, you shouldn't be short anyway. Not while we're in this channel. As a matter of fact, we're breaking out of this channel. Bitcoin's about ready to hit 60K again. I do think Bitcoin's really been challenged recently. There's a dynamics between, Ethereum as an actual payment platform. Bitcoin's kind of just a, useless paperweight like gold. I'm paraphrasing here, but what I mean to say is, a lot of investors are finding more value in Ethereum, and that's why it's really outpacing Bitcoin. And I'm not a crypto expert. I'm just, kind of talking about hearsay. But technically, you can see Bitcoin is really divergent, especially when you're talking about Bitcoin to Ethereum. You can look at BTC, ETH, and just look. Can you do that? You should be able to. ETH, BTC. There we go. Okay, you can see how Ethereum is blasting higher, and look at that divergence. Really, it shows right here between the two currencies. Anyway. Let's go talk about fiat currency. And let's go talk about what had happened actually on Friday. So Friday, bad jobs report out of the US. Is it an anomaly? I don't know. Fed Chairman Powell, he's been really dovish, and we've all been scratching our heads saying, really? But maybe they know something. Maybe. They say inflation's transitory. You know what's happening this week? CPI. I know, you know, there's more to inflation than just CPI and PCE, and there's a lot more that the Fed looks at. But what the market's looking at is CPI. So if that CPI data is weak and we had weak employment, this dollar is going to get smoked. I mean, the dollar's already on its knees right now. We just broke through a triangle support here. It looks like to me that if you just, here, let's go ahead and delete this. This is previous. I'm going to do a little bit of chart work here for you. Bear with me. Let's do that. And let's go over to a 4-hour chart and let's do this. Let's clean that up and let's do that. The 161% extension comes in at 89.75. And if you look at the daily chart, that 89.75 is near the lows from February. So personally, I think that's where we're going ahead of the CPI, which is CPI data comes out on Wednesday. So I think before Wednesday, we're going to be down there. Now, whether we continue this move lower or not has more to do with, you know, whether we, you know, make a lower low and we head down towards 88.50, or we bounce here with strong inflation data. I'm just, again, I'm giving you scenarios. The lower low or higher long-term low is probably going to be determined this week. So in other words, you're going to see something that looks like this, right? You're going to go, oh, look, we're making higher lows. Or it's going to look like this. And you're making lower lows longer term. So again, I think that's going to be more with Wednesday's data on CPI. Now, there's other data coming out this week. We have just kind of, you know, read through some of this data with you guys going into this next week, and you can follow along here on investing.com if you want. Or, you know, I have a list right up here. So we have the Bank of Canada, Macklin, he's going to be speaking on Thursday. Bailey from the Bank of England is going to be speaking on Thursday. We have a 30-year bond auction on Thursday. Friday, we have retail sales out of the U.S., so we can gauge, you know, how the consumer's feeling, which should be pretty rock solid in my opinion. I think expectations are for a, actually it's for a miss from the previous month. That's going to be due to some seasonality adjustments, I'm assuming. But also we have GDP, going back up to Tuesday, we have GDP out of the UK. So, you know, there is some data that's coming out this week, but what I want to leave you guys with today is the dollar really closed on a weak note, and it closed below what I was looking at as a possible triangle. Now, typically when I see a triangle formation like this, all right, that, you know, let's just cut out what had happened on Friday. So let's just do this. Okay. When I'm looking at a, and I'm going to clean that up just a hair. I'm going to clean it up by doing this. You know, I'll get rid of these. Get rid of this channel right now. For now. I'll come back and put those in a little bit later. But when you have a triangle, in my opinion, this triangle has not built enough of its apex into a consolidation to be a severe breakout. That doesn't mean we can't get a severe breakout, but I'm not looking for one. You know, the dollar could actually get destroyed from here on out, but technically I wouldn't be expecting it. All right. Look at it and say, well, it can happen, but that's not what my base case is, right? That's how I'm looking at this. What also is a risk, and this is why I'm pointing it out, because, you know, I gave you that scenario where, let's say inflation, the CPI is hot, and we actually bounce from like the 89.70 level. This would be a great example of a breakdown, false breakdown, and big reversal afterwards. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen. I'm just saying that that is a risk at this stage in the game. You know what else is a risk just with dollar weakness is going to be the Aussie dollar. You know, I have sat here and tried to play the short side of the Aussie for the last couple of months, and it's challenging. I've made some money. I've gotten stopped out on some trades. It's been, you know, as you're forming this right hand shoulder over the last, month or two, it's been challenging. It comes down, you're like, okay, it's going to break down if stocks start to move lower. Obviously, stocks didn't. So, you get this false breakdown. And once we hit a false breakdown, I'm like, oh, well, there we go. We're going to get a squeeze higher. So I've played it on the long side. Then once we got back up towards resistance, the 618 retracement that came in at 78.20. I played it short a couple of times up here. As we were holding support, and we had a false breakdown this week. If you were listening on the F.A.C.E webinars, we said, hey, false breakdown should lead to a breakout. Then we got the jobs report that was really weak. Was it an anomaly? I don't know, but it was really weak. And guess what? We got a rally. And of course, we're going to squeeze past that resistance because a lot of people like me, but maybe institutional wise, have been sitting on the short side of this saying, yeah, China and Australia's relationships falling apart. Did you see the news headline that came out on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, whatever it was? Oh yeah, the Aussie is just a short from here. And guess what? Everybody's getting stopped out now because the head and shoulder pattern didn't play out. And you know what? We've lost our symmetry too. And that's something I've talked a lot about the last couple of weeks. Look, head and shoulder patterns are setups. And in my opinion, the worst setups, technically. So because I'm saying this and because I'm telling you guys this, you have to be careful because now the Aussie may be at risk of a squeeze back towards 80 cents as long as the dollar stays weak. So if we have weak inflation data this week, stocks continue to grind to all-time highs, which, by the way, if you have not read that article, go to Trader Summit. Trader Summit, by the way, is where a lot of analysts and technicians and folks that we've made relationships with over this last several years of doing all of these interviews with them and doing these big events over the years, which we've done with other groups. Okay, we've actually built this site so you guys can go read all of their commentary here. I do contribute to it as well, so you can see this S&P, post the grind into a parabolic trend. Guys, the S&P looks like we want to start squeezing even further because there have been little pullbacks and everybody's chasing the market higher. They've been chasing the market for a long time, but now those pullbacks keep getting more and more and more and more shallow. Is it less shallow? More shallow. Less shallow. Anyway, smaller. So that parabolic trend is really starting to take off in equities. And guess what? That means that the Aussie dollar probably is going to play some catch up if that continues. So with that being said, it's tradersummit.net. Okay, .net, N-E-T. So I'll see you guys there, right? You make sure you read all these articles. It's a really great site to get information. Anyway, guys, gals, I'm going to leave you with that. But I want to say if you found this video beneficial, please give us a thumbs up. Like the video down below. Comment if I missed anything or there's something that you'd like to point out that you might have seen that I missed. Comment in the sections in the YouTube video. I'd love to talk to you. You guys have a great remainder of your weekend. And don't forget, it is Mother's Day right now here in the United States and in Canada. If you're watching this on Sunday, you better have called your mom today. And you better love those moms around you because without them, we are nothing. Have a great weekend.